Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nokuthula and welcome if this is your first time, welcome back if it's not. So today's video, I'm trying out something new. I kind of want to incorporate a series on my channel that's called A Week in Blank. So this week I'm gonna do a week in foundations, and although I'm starting it like kind of a day late, we're gonna go with this anyway. So I'm gonna test out different foundations throughout this week that either I have samples of or that like I know that I actually do like, and just kind of testing out which ones that I like the most and recommending foundations to you guys through a very thorough review, I guess. So the foundations that we have for our lineup is first the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. We have the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless foundation. We have the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, one of my all-time favorites. We have the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. We have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation, and then I also got a sample of the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. So I'll be trying out a sample of that because I didn't want to purchase like the entire thing because I haven't tested it out yet. So that's going to be kind of like a first impression for that one. But I also might include the Maybelline Superstay foundation because one, I haven't worn this in a really long time, and I kind of might just substitute that for something that you guys have already seen on my channel. So maybe I'll switch the Anastasia one for the Maybelline one. We'll see how this week goes and how I'm feeling. So for the, I don't really have like a criteria. It's kind of more just like a fun review that I'm doing, but then like I've listed a few things that I will be looking for in each of the foundations, or like taking note of in each of the foundations. So the first is the application. Does it blend well? Does it dry down fast, or like do you have time to work with the foundation? Second is the consistency of the foundation. Is it thick? Is it runny? Is all of that. The coverage, is it full coverage? Is it medium to full? Is it a very lightweight skin-like finish? And also, yeah, the finish. Is it matte? Is it dewy? Is it skin-like? All of that jazz. And then, is it long-lasting? So would I need touch-ups like an hour in after wearing the foundation, or can I go like 6 hours without any touch-ups? And then, is it compatible with concealer? So I will be using the same concealer throughout this entire week just to kind of keep it more fair and equal and non-biased. So I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 430, and I'm also going to be using the Fenty powder throughout this entire week, as well as the same moisturizer and primer, just to give each of the foundations kind of like a fair test. So I'm going to be using the Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream, and then I'll also be using this Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser primer throughout this entire week. So we'll see which foundation kind of comes out on top, I guess. And then the last thing that I'll be looking for testing these foundations out, I guess, is it transfer proof? Because that is something that really irritates me, because I wear a lot of things that like come up to my neck, so I just hate getting foundation on my clothes because one, it's really hard to get off, and two, it just doesn't look nice. It just really irritates me when I have foundation on my clothes. And then the last thing is packaging. Does it have a pump? Do I have to pour it out? Does it have drops? All of that stuff. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this new series. Please let me know what else I could incorporate into this series, like a week in perfumes, even though you guys won't really be able to smell them, a week in eyeshadows, like just random stuff. Please let me know what you guys would like to see, and I hope you enjoy this video. Oh, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It would help me a lot. And yes, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, so for today's foundation, oh, by the way, today's Wednesday. It is 6:04 p.m. I have class in an hour, and that's the only thing I have going on today. So I'm just gonna go to class, come back, and then we will check in with my foundation afterwards. But for today's foundation, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I used to use this a lot in like October, I want to say, but I haven't used it in a while, so I'm just gonna go back to this and see why I used to like it so much. And just to read off a few specs about the foundation, it is medium to full coverage. Yeah, it is a medium to full undetectable coverage, sorry. It's oil free. It has coconut water to replenish the skin's moisture levels without overhydrating it. It is infused with resistant alpine rose to brighten the skin's appearance, and it has hyaluronic acid that provides a long-lasting skin balancing hydration. Wow, those are big words. Long-lasting skin balancing hydration for a smoother, more youthful appearance. Okay, so this foundation retails for $39. It comes in, I can't count how many shades, but I'll put it comes in a lot of shades, and I am using the shade Tiramisu today. So let us begin. Oh wait, I need to moisturize and prime. Okay, now on to the actual foundation application. And I take my time with my foundation, like I always say. I literally just keep blending and blending, and I just keep going back in. Okay, now that the base is done, I really like this brush, by the way. I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty concealer, like I said, in the shade 430. And a little goes a long way, guys. I'm just going to put a tiny bit. Today I'm going to be using this Sonia Kashuk sponge. It's huge, but I really like it. And I was watching Aaliyah's face. She uses this, and I was like, okay, I'm going to try it out. And I just got it from Target, and it's like $7. I'm not really sure, but I really like it. So I'm just going to blend out my concealer, and then I'll be right back. Okay, concealer is all blended. It's looking very dewy. I don't really mind, but I also haven't gone in with powder. So now I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty powder. Okay, so I just did a simple beat because I'm about to go to class. I just wanted to check in before, so you guys can see like the before of my foundation. I will be back in about 3-4 hours, and I'll check in with you guys. Bye. Hello. So I just got back from class. The time is currently 10:02, so it's been just about 4 hours that I've been wearing this foundation because I applied it at 6. So I actually remembered why I kind of stopped wearing this foundation, because it makes me really oily throughout the day. And granted, it's only been 4 hours, so you can't really see that much, but around like my nose, actually let me zoom in. Okay, around my nose area, it's really oily, especially this side. You can see it's starting to crease a bit, like on my smile lines here, and then also on my under eyes. The foundation, let me look at my specs, because that's what we're basing my overall feelings about the foundation on. So application was good. It was easy to blend out, and it doesn't dry fast, which I really appreciate, because I like to take my time with foundation. So like when foundations dry fast while I'm drying them, let me zoom you guys out. So when like foundations dry fast while I'm applying them, it gets really hard to work with. So application's good. The consistency is a bit on the thicker side, which I don't really mind, because like I like full coverage foundation, so I don't mind the fact that it's a bit thick. Coverage is medium to full. I think it's a bit on the, actually yeah, it is medium to full. I feel like it's a tiny bit more onto the full side, but that's okay with me because I like full coverage. The finish is, I would like to say, a bit more on the dewy side. It's not completely matte, and that doesn't really work well with my oily skin, as you can see, like the areas that are starting to get a bit oily. Long lasting, do I need to, I think this is the point where I'd start doing touch-ups. I'd like powder my nose a bit more, and it is compatible with concealer, I think, also because it doesn't dry down as fast, but it does transfer a lot. I had my earphones in and they're white, and I had foundation on my earphones. I was like, that's another reason I stopped wearing this foundation. So if you're going to wear it, I would recommend like setting your entire face with powder, not just where you can see like your cheeks especially. And the packaging is cute. I really like it. It has a pump, which I appreciate because it's just a lot easier to work with foundations that have pumps than rather than the ones that you have to pour. So yeah, that was the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and then I will see you guys tomorrow with the next foundation. Bye. Hi guys, so today is Thursday. It is currently 5:15. I totally forgot that I had a video to film today because I usually film once a week, but this week I'm filming every single day, so I keep forgetting. But today's foundation, I am going to be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear. So I'm not doing anything today because it's kind of already pretty late. So okay, in the Estee Lauder foundation, I'm in the shade 6W2 Nutmeg, and this one you have to pour. Apparently you can buy okay, I haven't worn this in so long. Apparently you can buy a pump, but why doesn't it just come with the pump? So this is how much I've poured, and from what I remember, this foundation does oxidize, so I'm just gonna put it along my face. Okay, so this is the foundation done. Wow. It looks like a good match, but then it just has very pink neutral undertones and I have warmer undertones. So it looks a bit funky. Oh, and I forgot to read the claims of the foundation. So this foundation claims to be super long 24-hour wear, flawless, natural, matte, medium to full buildable coverage. It has a matte finish and it's oil-free, oil controlling, transfer resistant, waterproof, dermatologist tested, and non-acnegenic. I've never heard that word. Non-acnegenic, won't clog pores, and it's paragraph. Wow, it's fragrance free. Yeah, it is. Okay. So far, I think, well, from what I've tested, I do agree with that, but then also I haven't worn this foundation in a year, so I kind of have probably forgotten half of the things that go into this foundation. So now I'm just gonna quickly do concealer, powder, finish the rest of my face. It's gonna be super simple because I'm not leaving the house today, and then I'll be back before my final review. Okay, so this is the finished look for today. I am just gonna get started on my homework and cleaning and stuff, and then I will check back right before I sleep. I'm not sure what time that will be, but I'm thinking around 11:30. So I would have roughly 6 hours of wearing this foundation, so we'll see how that goes. I will check back in with you guys just now. Okay, so I'm back to check in with you guys about my foundation. It's currently 12:05. I have to be up in 6 hours for class, but anyway, it's 12:05. So I've been wearing this foundation for, what time did I put this on? 5:15. Almost 7 hours. And it's looking pretty good. I'm not as oily as I was around my nose yesterday. So I really do like that because my nose is where I get the most oily. And then my chin, it's just I have a little glow. I don't look oily, if that makes sense. So I really do like that. Oh my gosh. Why did I ever stop wearing this foundation? It's been a year, literally. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna just go down my list of things that I'm looking for in my foundations again. So the application, it was good, but like I said, it does dry fast, so you have to work really fast with this foundation. You can't just let it sit on your face for a while and then blend it. You have to just go in blending basically. The consistency is very thick, but that's also because it's on the it's on the medium to full coverage side. And then coverage, I think it's very full coverage. Actually, no, I think it's medium coverage because when I was applying it earlier, I had this blemish in the middle of my forehead and I could still see it through the foundation. But it covers, I also don't have that much hyperpigmentation on my face, so I can get away with medium coverage, but I just prefer full coverage because that's just what I like. It's very long lasting, as you guys can see. It's been 7 hours and I haven't done any touch-ups, nothing, so this is good. Finish is very matte, very matte. It's just that I get oily around my nose, so that's why I'm starting to shine a bit, no, glow a bit. But that's okay. It is compatible with concealer, but then well, with the concealer that I use, and that's the Fenty Beauty concealer, and I think that's because the Fenty concealer is so moisturizing and you have a lot of time to work with that, so that's good. And it is transfer proof. I think it's like as transfer proof as you can get. Nothing's gonna be totally transfer proof, and that's fine. But then packaging, that's the only thing I don't like. The bottle's very cute and everything, but I just don't like the fact that you have to pour the foundation, because it usually does waste a lot of product, as opposed to like a pump. And like I said, you can buy a pump, but then like it's kind of a hassle. I don't even know where you can buy the pump. Pretty sure it's at the Estee Lauder counter, but it's like, why doesn't it just come with the foundation? But anyway, it's none of my business. I will be back in 6 hours with the next one. Oh, my skin is going to hate me this week, but whatever. Yes, I'll be back with the next foundation. Oh yeah, you guys will see me tomorrow morning when I'm getting ready for class. So today is Friday, it's 7:37. I'm running so late, but it's okay, I'll make it to school in time. And so today I'm using the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation, and since I don't have like the actual packaging, I'm not going to show you guys. I'm just going to insert a picture because I'm using a sample. So this is a weightless liquid whip foundation with a multi-dimensional velveteen matte finish that wears for up to 24 hours. Coverage is full, finish is matte, and it's for dry, combination normal and oily skin. And this also has hyaluronic acid to support natural moisture and helps prep the skin for a smooth canvas. So I'm just gonna get into the video because like I said, I'm running late, and I'm not going to use an actual beauty blender to apply my foundation because I just personally don't like how it looks when I use a beauty blender for my foundation. So I'm just gonna use a brush, and yes, we'll be back when I'm done. Okay, foundation is on. I got color matched at Sephora, and I'm in the shade 4.35 warm, and so I'm just gonna finish the rest of my face, check in right before I go to class, and then I'll be back afterwards. Okay, this is the finished look right now. I'm about to go to class. It's now 8 o'clock exactly, so I'll be back maybe around like 4. I'm not really sure, and I'll check in with you guys afterwards. But right now I'm really liking how it's looking, so hopefully it pleases me the whole day. I don't know. It is now 5:21, so I've been wearing this foundation for close to 7 hours. That is so long. My skin is going to hate me, but this is how we're looking. We are very greasy. You can see like in the nose area I'm very oily, and those are like, that's where I usually get oily, so I'm not really surprised. My chin too, but I guess I have like, it has a very radiant finish. The foundation is matte. Actually, you know what, let me just go down my specs. Okay, I'm gonna try and make this as quick as possible because I still have 3 more days and I don't want this video to be like extra long. But so far application was good. It doesn't dry fast, like I said. The consistency is pretty thick, which I don't mind because it's supposed to be a full coverage foundation, but then I actually think this is medium to full coverage, not just full coverage. It says it's a velveteen matte finish, but I actually think, well, I guess if you don't have oily skin, it is a matte finish, but I have such oily skin that like the oils always like seep through my nose area, I guess. So this is my face without touch-ups, so I definitely would have done a touch-up a couple hours ago, but I wanted to give like I wanted to give you guys a very like rough image of how this foundation looks. And then it is compatible with concealer. It blended out really nicely, but it is not transfer proof. This foundation transfers a lot. It was on my earphones. It was even on my cardigan, which is black, so like I had brown marks everywhere. I was like, yikes. So it does transfer, so keep that in mind. And packaging, okay, so because I only have a sample, I can't really assess that well, but then from what I've seen from pictures and videos, I think this is like very innovative packaging, because like you kind of pump it out and you just avoid mess. And you can also like lock the foundation bottle, which I think is really, really cool. So packaging, I'd say that this one is the best from all of the foundations that I have. But anyway, yeah, that's it for today's foundation. That was a Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. So I don't know what I'm going to wear tomorrow, so you guys will just see me tomorrow. Hey, so today is Saturday. It is currently 8:04 p.m. I was kind of in a rush getting ready, so I couldn't really like film myself putting the foundation on. But today's foundation is the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation, and it has like this little dropper thing. And I used to wear this foundation a lot, like maybe a little over a year ago, because it used to make my skin look so smooth. But then like applying it, I have to apply this one with the Beauty Blender, even though I don't really like that, because when I apply it with a blush, it like splatters everywhere. So I'm kind of on my way out to somewhere and I'm really late, so I'm going to quickly run through the specs of this foundation, or like what it claims to have. It says this fan favorite foundation provides sheer to full coverage and a soft matte finish. Use the included glass dropper to fine tune this velvety matte formula to the heart's desire. And basically with this, the more drops you put, the more coverage you'll get. And I'm also in the shade Deep Rich TCDF20. So yes, so I'm not sure what time I'll be back, but I will check in with you guys once I come back and let you know how this foundation is looking. And yes, see you just now. Okay, so the time is exactly 2:30. I'm back home, and as you can see, I'm very oily around my nose, as expected. I was expecting my nose to be the most oily, and a bit on my chin, but like my chin and my forehead are a bit like more of a glow, but my nose is like oily. In terms of application, it was okay. I actually really don't like the drop situation, because it drops too much and then like I can't blend that fast, and then it's just a mess. And sometimes like the foundation like splatters all over my shirts, and then it ruins my shirts. And yeah, so I'm actually not a fan of this drop situation. I wish it was just like a pump. That way I probably could pump it, but then like the consistency, which is like my next point, is very runny. So there's that. Yeah, the consistency of the foundation is very runny, so you have to work quick and so that it won't like spread everywhere. Not because it will dry, but because it's just runny, so you have to work fast. Coverage, it's sheer to full coverage depending on how many drops you use. I think I used about like 2 to 3 drops on each side. You can use more if you want more coverage, but yeah, it's buildable, which is okay. I just prefer like full coverage from the beginning, but I guess they're catering to those people who don't like full coverage, which I totally understand. Finish is, it's like a velvet. I don't like these velvet to matte finishes, I've come to realize. For oily skin, velvet to matte just means dewy, basically. Yeah, I'm not a fan, but that's just my personal preference. And then long lasting, I would have needed a touch up like maybe 2 hours ago, so like 4 hours into wearing this foundation. Compatible with concealer? Yes, it is, because it is very compatible with concealer, because like this foundation itself doesn't dry down very fast, so it's like I can take my time like working in concealer into this like face routine, which I really like. And then is it transfer proof? No, it's not, basically. And the packaging, pump, pour, or so this, like I said, is like a drip packaging, which I personally don't really like, but that's just my personal opinion. It's just there. Like I'll still use it because like I like the color match like compared to my skin tone, if you guys can see. But I'm not a fan of the packaging. Actually, I'd prefer like a pump. So I've come to the realization I really like pumps. So yeah. Hi guys. Okay, so today is the last day of my week in foundation. Today is Monday. It's currently 10 past 11. I'm running so late, so I have to make this super quick. And I hope my neighbor's music isn't too too loud. But anyway, it's 10 past 11. I have to go to class. And so the last foundation for this week is the Maybelline Superstay. I realized I didn't really have that many drugstore foundations, so this is the one that I'm wearing today. Okay, well, this foundation claims to be full coverage, delivers 24-hour wear for concentrated coverage and a flawless finish that doesn't fade or shift all day. So we will test that today. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this foundation. Oh, and I skipped yesterday, Sunday, because I was on the struggle bus, and then I just wanted to give my skin like a breather because foundation every day is a lot. So yes, now onto this Maybelline foundation. Oh, and I'm in the shade, what shade is this? Oh, I'm in the shade 355 Coconut. So I'm just gonna pump some onto the back of my hand. And I know for a fact that this foundation is a bit lighter than I am, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, it's really light. That is the foundation done. It actually doesn't look too light. I feel like it would look a bit better if I can blend it all the way down to my neck, but I don't know why I decided to wear a white t-shirt today, so I can't really do that. But I'm just gonna go ahead, put concealer, powder, and then quickly come and check in with you guys before I leave. Okay, so this is my finished look for today. I'm going to go ahead and just go to school now because I'm running so late. But actually the shade is not that bad. It's just that my neck is a lot darker because I have eczema, so it just leaves dark marks, but whatever. So I will check back in with you guys once I'm back, and then we will come to our final conclusion on all the foundation. Okay, so I'm gonna try and be quick and wrap this video up because I feel like it's getting super long, and if you've stuck through until this far, shout out to you because wow. So it is now 9:38. So I've been wearing this foundation for 10 hours. Is my math? Yes, roughly 10 hours. And I am shining like a disco ball because you guys can see how oily my nose area is. It's not cute. As well as on my chin, just this area right here is very oily. And whenever I used to wear this foundation, I used to mix it with the Fenty Beauty foundation. I guess I never actually had a true idea of how this foundation works on its own. So this is my first time wearing it on its own. So like usual, I'm just gonna go through the specs. So the very first thing is application. It was okay. It actually took a bit of time to blend, which I wasn't really a fan of, considering it actually wasn't even that thick, so I was very confused. But it doesn't dry it down fast, so you have time to work with it, but it took some time to work into my skin. And I also feel like it's because it wasn't a true color match, but whatever. Consistency is actually not that thick. I really like the consistency of this foundation, but yeah, no, that's it actually. Yeah, the consistency is good. Coverage, full to medium, full or medium or light. So the coverage was very full. Yeah, it was full coverage. This, I won't even deny it's full coverage. Finish, it said matte on the website. Did it say matte? Yeah, seamless matte finish. Breathable and comfortable. Yeah, no. It was a matte finish at the beginning, but then actually no, even 2 hours after wearing this foundation, I went to the bathroom and I could see the oil starting to peek through. But hey, so I don't think I'm excessively oily, but this is a lot, so I don't know anymore actually. Long lasting, no, it's not long lasting whatsoever, because this is supposed to be 24 hours and this is only 10 hours in. So now imagine 12 hours in, 15, no, it's not long lasting in my opinion. But then also, who's wearing their foundation for this long? So if you're wearing your foundation for maybe 5 hours, it would be okay, but compatible with concealer, yeah, the concealer blended in pretty nicely. Transfer proof, no. I don't know if you guys can see on my shirt, but I'm wearing a white shirt and it is, I have foundation everywhere and I really regret this. And I didn't even like bring it that far down on my neck, so it's kind of, it's whatever. And then the last thing, packaging pump. It is a pump foundation. It's kind of dirty, but yeah, it's a pump foundation, which is okay. But then the thing is, this doesn't open, or maybe I just don't know how to, but I've been twisting it. I've tried to pull it. It doesn't open. So like when you have excess foundation on your hand, you can't like scoop it back into the bottle. You have to just throw it away, which is really wasteful. So I really don't like that. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was definitely different. I've never done anything like this on my channel, but I'm trying to come up with new interesting content to keep my viewers entertained. So my next video, okay, this week I'm gonna upload 2 videos because I've been slacking and I haven't uploaded for 2 weeks, so I'm gonna make up for that and upload 2 videos this week. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you did, and comment what other a week in type of videos you would like to see from me. I'm really sorry if this is long. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but I'm gonna try my best to condense it. I just have so much to tell you guys. Anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.